from our YouTube channel. Today we will try to tell about how to find out fake US dollar. Detecting counterfeit US currency is a crucial skill for anyone who regularly handles cash. Fake bills can be difficult to spot, but there are several security features to look for that can help you identify them. In this article, we will discuss some of the most important security features to look for when trying to identify counterfeit US dollars. 1. Watermark. One of the most common security features on US currency is the watermark. Hold the bill up to the light, and you should be able to see a faint image of the portrait on the bill. The watermark is created during the papermaking process and cannot be replicated by counterfeiters. If the watermark is missing or appears to be printed rather than embedded in the paper, the bill is likely counterfeit. 2. Security thread. The security thread is a thin strip that is embedded in the paper of most US currency. Hold the bill up to the light, and you should be able to see the security thread running vertically through the bill. The thread is visible as a thin strip of text that spells out the denomination of the bill. Counterfeiters often try to replicate this feature, but they are usually unsuccessful. If the security thread is missing or appears to be printed rather than embedded in the paper, the bill is likely counterfeit. 3. Microprinting. Microprinting is a security feature that involves printing tiny text that is difficult to replicate. On US currency, microprinting can be found on the borders of the portrait and the Federal Reserve seal. Counterfeiters often try to replicate microprinting, but their efforts are usually easy to spot because the text is not sharp or clear. 4. Color shifting ink. Some newer US bills have color shifting ink that changes color when you tilt the bill. For example, the number in the lower right-hand corner of a $100 bill will shift from copper to green when you tilt the bill. This feature is difficult for counterfeiters to replicate, so if the color shifting ink is missing or does not shift properly, the bill is likely counterfeit. 5. Raised printing. US currency has raised printing that can be felt with your fingers. If you run your fingers over the portrait and the Federal Reserve seal, you should be able to feel the raised printing. Counterfeiters often try to replicate this feature, but their efforts are usually easy to spot because the printing is not as crisp or clear as it is on genuine bills. 6. Serial numbers. Every US bill has a unique serial number that is printed in two places on the bill. If the two serial numbers do not match or if the numbers appear to be printed rather than engraved, the bill is likely counterfeit. 7. UV ultraviolet light test. Many US bills have a UV security feature that can only be seen under UV light. If you have access to a UV light, you can use it to check the bill for the UV feature. For example, on a $20 bill, the security thread will glow green under UV light. If the bill does not have a UV feature or the feature does not glow under UV light, the bill is likely counterfeit. In conclusion, detecting counterfeit US currency can be a difficult task, but by looking for the security features listed above, you can increase your chances of identifying fake bills. If you suspect that you have received a counterfeit bill, do not try to pass it on to someone else. Instead, contact the local authorities or the U.S. Secret Service, which is responsible for investigating counterfeiting cases. Thank you very much for being with us. Click the subscribe button next to get the best videos. Everyone will be fine.